Makes the stakes higher, of course. As you see TEKKZ, can he get himself a goal just before half-time? Lovely bit of work. Oh, TEKKZ! Take up Bowman!
His left. He knows it. He's coming forward. He just needs to try and find that pass, but he goes back. Maybe one more.
Reset ball!
Vinicius Junior into Eto, but again, it's going to be...
But Young's going to be in behind with Ferdinand here, and this could be all she wrote. Doesn't even go for goal!
I mean, that is a play. But before we, of course, can get involved in that one, we have to go to our main feature game here then. It is TEKKZ versus Young. TEKKZ kicking from left to right, Young from right to left, and we are underway for the FC Pro World Championship.
Oh, Gaskin, you've set that up beautifully. What an intro that is. I cannot wait for this one. Can TEKKZ have a fantastic start here down the line with Cantona? TEKKZ will look for an early goal. Very, very good at scoring early goals, by the way. Messi doing a bit of work in the box. Vinny Jr. creating an angle. Oh, TEKKZ! We've seen traditional TEKKZ 2 minutes into the game.
Footwork, actually, that was. Lovely, lovely first play by TEKKZ.
Absolutely, and something I want to touch on with Young's squad, of course, using that Yaya Toure item in at right midfield, offers you quite a lot of play styles in terms of the fact he's got aerial plus, along with a bit of quick step as well. I mean, them kind of players, Santu, they, for some people, can give you more to use in the game.
A lot of players choose Yaya Toure to put him on the right hand side of the game. Maybe to go, I want to say, to lose time in the second half of the game.
Big chance here. Oh.
Offside. But, you know, with high balls, maybe with the defender of the last part of the game, which have the long ball play style plus.
Love the high press from TEKKZ, and I think that's when we know when we've got TEKKZ at his best, guys, that you will see is the TEKKZ press of dreams. That's where you know TEKKZ is feeling himself and playing his absolute, of course, as we see a goal coming in here from Nicholas. Fantastic work there, a little bit lucky getting the rebound, Dan, but I mean, look, you take it and you run.
You definitely take it, and that's going to be a nice opening, and perhaps he can build from that as he moves forward. Speaking of moving forward, Young maybe looking to try and press TEKKZ here, does have a chance. Here's the Harry Kane you were talking about. Nice pass to Yaya Toure. There is players in the middle, and maybe Young can kick us off, which he will. It's the opener for Young, and he gets that first goal.
It's a shame to see a player make a small mistake.
Here in the tournament, Shuri.
Levy-Finn, he knows the low drivens. I'm just quoting Richard Buckley there.
Already?
The absolute great. It was always going to happen. How long into the broadcast are we, guys? And I've already started quoting him. Now, something at home you guys need to look out for, of course, is the triggering of these runs, especially of the fullbacks. We're going to see that so much throughout the tournament. It literally happened, as I've said it just there. You're going to see players trying to get in behind with that a lot, but it also leaves you exposed as well. Like, it's a double-edged sword with that. You've got a decision to make, of course.
Another chance maybe for Young as he's just using the left wing here. We'll play one into Messi. Does he get hold of it is the real question, but no, it's denied. And TEKKZ just needs to be very careful here. You don't want to go 2-0 down this early on, because it could be difficult to come back, Santu.
It seems like very, I don't want to say confused by the approach of Young, maybe because he prepared the match, knowing that Young was not so ready to play in the very first minutes of the game and go ahead 1-0. Hold on, because now Messi
could have a chance.
Lovely work.
Is going to be through. Plays one more.
There it is.
And TEKKZ will equalise, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
This is the streamer course. Everybody, every time I talk, commentary course. There it is.
Fantastic work from TEKKZ. Gets a slight bit fortunate. Could have even been a penalty there on Messi, but the extra bit of time that he takes just to wait for that Eto run to peel off in the box. 1-1. Yeah, as you touched on there, of course, you don't want to go behind too many goals early doors. I mean, that is a real Michael Owen comment from me. But there might be a couple of them this weekend, guys, of course. But we see Young looking to strike straight back here.
Oh, penalty! And that is heartbreak for TEKKZ. After working so hard to get back into this game, instantly giving a chance now for Young from the spot. Harry Kane, does he go left? He does, and he converts it.
TEKKZ dives, top left. Young takes advantage though.
TEKKZ is
straight from the kickoff.
We've seen what Harry Kane can do for England in real life and, of course, in the Bundesliga too. But, I mean, I think TEKKZ is going to be pretty frustrated to give away that opportunity after working so hard to get back into this one. But Young also demonstrating he's not scared of who he's going up against here.
No, not at all. And I think anyone you know, at this kind of tournament to be scared of a player you're playing against. You know,
you cannot be scared of anyone.
You're in the top 32 players in the world for a reason. You absolutely deserve to be there as we get all of the games in front of us. Anders Berghang 3-0 up, of course, after that announcement. And okay, that's a replay of Texas.
It's a replay.
I thought that was another penalty there. Anders 3-0 up, of course, after the recent announcement. That's a fantastic start for him. I mean, unsurprising, absolutely.
Definitely starting to get a little bit squeaky at the back at times. You can see TEKKZ was trying to wiggle his way through, but now Young again pressing forward, again trying to find Harry Kane, and again gets the opportunity, but this time it's denied.
It's a very fortunate bounce there. But he tried that very quick player lock onto the wing with Yaya Touré, and you guys will be seeing so much of the quick player locks from these top FC pros. They're so fast with it, so efficient, and it's ridiculously hard to defend the player lock, Santu.
How much does the player lock affect the game, actually? How much skill gap does it give to you compared to the opponent?
I think it's one of the best introductions we've had to the game in terms of adding skill gap to players. If you can master the player lock, it can completely change your whole game style. As we see TEKKZ coming in here with can't start a real chance of a penalty there. And I believe Young using that Mamadashvili card that you spoke about.
Doesn't quite get the ball over the top either. But speaking of player locks, I know even if I go into my weekend league, if someone player locks against me, I'm like, this guy, he knows ball. I know I'm in for quite a match here.
Yeah, within the first 10 seconds, you see a player lock from someone, you think, oh dear me. TEKKZ lining it up on the wing here. Couple recycle passes on the edge.
Oh, too many touches here. Maybe he could have gone that space on. You know, sometimes those pro players will add too much at their play when they just need to go straight forward in a line. Just go for it. You know what I mean?
More simple maybe than doing a skill move every single time. Of course, the classic TEKKZ we know is skill moves around the box, but I do know what you're saying, Santu. Sometimes it seems like they maybe overplay a little bit in certain scenarios.
Yeah, overplay, exactly.
Usually, though, that's when TEKKZ is at his best. When he's in and around the box, he's happy to do skill moves. He always thinks about that extra percentage, but now it's Young coming forward. It's Harry Kane through yet again, but it's another penalty. And you can see TEKKZ just kind of stuck his foot in there. He thought he'd got the tackle, but then Harry Kane goes for another shot. And now he's going to get a second chance from the spot.
Bottom left again.
Top right this time. It's 3-1 to Young here. And TEKKZ has to come back from 2.
We couldn't have been more wrong. And, you know, credit to Young. It has to be said. Some really intricate dribbling in the box with that Harry Kane, which I'm going to mention once again. He's so outstanding. And I'm going to touch on another reason why so many people are using him. He's got...
He can change the sort of the matches.
So can we see TEKKZ just dig deep here? Plenty of time, only 32 minutes gone. As we were mentioning earlier, it's going to be far longer elsewhere. Levy Finn was 2-1 up, but instantly we see a response from Ogbon to make it 2-2. Those corners are still as deadly as ever. As now Messi comes marching forward. Does shift it over towards Cantona. He's trying to break through this defense of Young. But Young has been fantastic at the back, Shuri.
So good defensively. So good. And when you're playing at the top of your defensive game, you feel so confident. And it kind of looks like Young at the moment when he's defending, he's not really scared of what's going on, right? And I'm sure things can change very quickly. We've got a long game of FC to be played here, guys. You know, you're going to need 4, 5, 6 goals to be secure and completely ahead in these matches.
Yeah, you will never know what will happen in the next play. You say 6 goal of advantage to stay clear.
5 or 6, I genuinely believe you need it. If you had 5 or 6 by half-time, I think you know you're probably safe with the victory. Another item I want to touch on is this Sesko that TEKKZ is using at right back. He's missing a couple defensive play styles, which I know for a lot of players gets in their head a little bit, he might miss this tackle. And of course, I don't think it was exactly him who gave away the penalties, but you know when a player misplaces a tackle, sometimes these players now think, they're lacking that play style, and that might be the reason I didn't intercept that pass or anything like that.
Does all the questions come to your mind when you're playing?
Of course they do, but you try to block them out as much as possible, and these guys are a lot better than that at that than myself. As we see Eusebio running down the line here with that rapid plus play style.
Yeah,
And just now
potential
touched
chance,
on
you'd
Tesco.
think, but
Look,
I mean,
See that?
there he is.
This is what I'm saying, Gaskin. Look, it's the commentator's curse.
Sometimes you just have to trust in your players, and Tex has always been someone like that. He always likes to stick a Liverpool player in there as well. Stevie Gerrard's actually his manager, I think, in-game right now as Messi is going to just break down the right wing here. There is assistance in the middle, plays one more into Vinicius Jr. Trying to dance, trying to turn, but again, denied by Young.
Again, overplay. There were like 2 or 3 very clear passes line that he didn't choose to, and he tried to do the cancel McGeady.
And mentally, it has to be said, this is a very difficult position to be in as TEKKZ right now. Of course, you know, if you lose this game, you drop into the loser bracket of the group. And if you lose that next game, you are literally going home. You're on the flight home, of course. So this is not like a completely normal group format where you know you've got 3 matches, but makes the stakes higher, of course. We see TEKKZ, can he get himself a goal just before half-time? Lovely bit of work. Oh, TEKKZ! Take a bow, my son! Wow.
Beautifully played from TEKKZ. Again, he may have been guilty of overplaying previous, but when he does find that next extra pass, he does just manage to make Young second-guess himself with his defensive ability. And it's just one more until that goal is truly open. And TEKKZ finds the victory in terms of that attack.
Okay, that is an amazing goal. And we were just talking about like a sort of mental mishap you have as a player.
Yeah.
That is such a advantage gained. You're annoyed as Young there. It's just before half-time. You say to yourself, and often your coach will say in your ear, look, let's just keep it chill before half-time. In defensively, as we jump back over to the TEKKZ Young game here, but I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Nicholas keeps a clean sheet in his first game. Defensively, one of the best players of all time in FC, as we see Young back from the kickoff once again. I touched on that aerial meta, and he did try to get it to Yaya Touré's head right there. Of course, going against centre-backs, it makes it difficult. Hopefully we can see TEKKZ come back into this one and have a really exciting game.
What does TEKKZ still have up his sleeve? A man who often finds a way to find goals year after year, game after game. He comes up with something new. The real question is, does he fall victim to Young here in this game, or can he perhaps just show us that little bit of magic that he once had when he was a teenager?
And I'm really happy to see TEKKZ using a couple of player logs here. Of course, as I start talking about him, he loses the ball again.
Classic.
But the couple of player logs we've seen in from TEKKZ, I know he's not a player who used it too much throughout the season. So to see TEKKZ using it, I know he's added it to his game.
Hold on.
But Young comes up clutch once again. Yaya Touré at the back post with an easy finish. A slam dunk there. And a hammer blow for TEKKZ.
That is going to...
And now I see TEKKZ not very confident on the match and on how he's playing, even on how he's conceding that goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's difficult to watch, but we know TEKKZ, he's mentally so strong. He can bounce back. He's done so many comebacks over all the years he's won FC Pro tournaments. As we see a potential goal here in from Levy Finn.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no,
no
like
way.
Oh,
No way.
oh dear.
I know for sure Auburn is gonna not be happy about that goal.
I mean, we all saw it was starting to unfold, and we all just start to say, oh dear, oh dear. It's sadly, those goals do go in though sometimes, and all you can do is just move on to next. Speaking of next, Young maybe getting his next goal, which he does. It's 5-2. He's up by 3, and he's cruising now.
Just really simple. It's
In that way, in the first match of the group stage, could really turn your next matches and all the competition in a very bad mood, in a very bad way.
of course, for these players, what's most important, guys, to note at home is the fact that they have got 2 chances within the group. If they lose the first game, they have still got a chance in the loser bracket, and that's what you've got to remember, right? You can still go on that run, and if you make it out of the group, your reset is the same as the other players getting through because it's single elimination in the knockout stages. So that's worth noting down. There's still plenty of chances for these players to make it through.
Speaking of his Messi, plays one into it. Oh, it's a chance. It's a good save, and it will be a corner. And you're right, there is still an opportunity. TEKKZ can come back, not just in this game. Huge. With Lukaku. It's green time from the header, from the corner, and there is the goal that TEKKZ needed.
TEKKZ is he's like a traffic light at the moment. Literally, takes the shot. It's red time. Sorry, Dan. That's our first terrible joke of the day. Whips a corner in, and it's green as a bean, and that is huge for TEKKZ. Mentally, that is so massive for him.
A long day ahead of us.
A long day of fantastic FC action.
Please do more.
It's going to be a blast. Oh yeah, when they come to me, I will.
So Yaya Toure for Young then. And for Young, it is important that he just slows this one down a little bit. You don't want to play into what TEKKZ has just offered. TEKKZ has obviously made these changes, wants to press, wants to attack, wants to get these goals, and Young just needs to keep him at arm's length a little bit here. And one of the perfect ways to do so would probably be finding a goal right about now, but it's good defensive work from TEKKZ.
Yeah, and it's telling yourself, Dan, you know, that when you concede from a corner sometimes, you just have to accept it. I think Young's player was actually in front of TEKKZ there as well. So you feel like you should win the header. Of course, it's just down to whoever wins the header in these games. It's a little bit of a 50-50. Sometimes, of course, TEKKZ timing it green. But look, mentally, Young will be in a position where he's very strong, I'm sure.
Sasko on the right wing, though. TEKKZ again coming forward, looking to try and make it 5-4 and get himself truly back into this game. Having to just recycle play a little bit. Vinny will make that run yet again. Does bring it down back to Isak. Eto'o now. Chance again. Maybe a second bite of the cherry, but Young holds on.
Not the traffic light again. Don't start that business again. A red time finish from TEKKZ there with a real golden opportunity, Santu.
Yeah, I was thinking about that driven shot. Hold on.
Maybe something. Maybe Messi on his left, a little bit of magic. Oh, Yapstam, big man.
I think he's got to take it on the left foot and then across goal with a low driven. I don't know why the touch thinks this game is over at all. As we see, TEKKZ has got another corner. Now, the best of the best, all of these players here at the FC Pro World Championship, they've all worked on this so much. They've got so many corner routines to add in their arsenal, which gives the defensive players so much to think about. As TEKKZ tries to create something on the edge of the box here, you'll see Young doing a lot of offside traps, trying to bring the defense up as much as possible and catch TEKKZ out. Ooh. And TEKKZ in that pause there, not sure if he's gone for any sort of press just yet. I think, again, it's too early. We were just touching on the 9-minute halves. It's too early right now. The stamina bar obviously goes down on players as well, and that means they're lacking. They're going to be lacking at the end of the game. Oh no, here's the Scottish.
It's all coming out. In the first game, I didn't know if it was going to be game 4, game 5, but
well, Gaskin, I have to treat you, you know?
I know,
I
feel very privileged, and not only to watch this match, but to commentate alongside you both. There's now TEKKZ.
Thank you so much.
70 minutes in,
look out
20 minutes left, and every attack that he has is vital now, that he at least creates a chance, an opportunity, as Marcus Rashford is now on the pitch. Does find Isak. Players in the middle for support. Eto'o again is making space in the middle, but you can see Young covering every single angle and wins the ball back yet again, but it was a foul here.
It's just really strong defending from Young. He's just marking the passes really well, choosing the right times to mark the passes and then the right times to go at TEKKZ and try and win that tackle as quickly as possible. We see TEKKZ there again trying to whip in for a header. Young, I don't want to say sort of cruising in this game, but it does feel like he's just taken a bit of control, like slowed it down after conceding that goal to TEKKZ.
Maybe. Could do something here. Starting to
shot cancel street.
Pull out all of the tricks, but now TEKKZ wins it back, and again, he is trying to burst forward every single time he wins this ball and gets possession. Vinicius Jr. does have players in the middle, opts to go back, and now he starts to go again. Messi!
Finesse!
It's just lacking.
There's no green timing.
The traffic lights.
He's completed it all now. Red, amber, and green.
Santu, at 15 minutes to go, is this when you would tell a player to make a pause and maybe really start to push the tempo a little bit more?
No, I won't say that.
Okay. All right.
I want to wait a couple of minutes more. Also because I'm seeing like TEKKZ is playing a lot more than Young in this phase of the match. He's keeping the ball more often.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Their commentary goes.
Definitely was looking dangerous.
Just says see ya.
Yeah, he said see ya, but then he just gave the ball away at the same time, and now TEKKZ has the chance to get a little bit of a counter going. Eto'o. Players out on the left. Actually can fizz one out to the left if he wants to. It's going to be Bobby Charlton. Needs help, needs support, does find one. Vinicius Jr. has to beat this player. You could see TEKKZ is desperate to try and work his way into this box, worm his way into the box. Can he get a shot off is the real question.
Such good defending from Young. The offside traps are perfect. As Eto'o tries to find an angle. It's great work, but Yapstam, with all of that physical ability, gets there on Eto'o. TEKKZ was just looking for that speed boost. Gaskin just to squeeze in behind.
Yeah, it's certainly been tough. Young has been defending so well throughout this game, but he is going to be up against the Kosh throughout.
Here we go.
Because TEKKZ is really starting to push for it now. Wants to find another!
There it is.
Messi gets it. It's 5-4. It's 8 minutes remaining, and the pause will be cued. Now, Santu, would you say he should go in and start to...
From Levy Finn.
Well, back over to our feature match then.
Vitinha's got no stamina. Vitinha's actually got 0 stamina.
He's been absolutely bamboozled
And
there.
I wonder if TEKKZ has noticed that. I don't know if he's noticed this because I'm telling you, Young's players will not be able to move at all.
This could be a huge opportunity for TEKKZ. Young, maybe he's just going to be trying to hold on here, Santu.
Yeah.
He uses too much team press. Maybe the depth was too high. Maybe he used 95 or more.
I think it's accidental. I think it might be accidental. I'm unsure.
Has to be, right?
But I don't think you would ever have your
But
players with that sort of stamina on purpose.
I
Not when you've been
actually
winning.
saw, even in the first half, that the center midfielder staminas were
Bit
very low. I think it's just his tactics, and he forgot to change them, actually.
Yeah,
and maybe see how high the defensive line is. He's playing more than 90 depth, and after the patches, the stamina drain is just unbelievable.
TEKKZ is definitely going to have a chance here for an equaliser.
And
A few minutes left. He knows it. He's coming forward. He just
one
needs
dribbling.
to try and find that pass, but he goes back. Maybe one more.
Reset ball.
Finishes Junior.
Vinny.
Into Eto. But again, it's
Too
going to be
much.
Young holding on. And is that TEKKZ's last opportunity, or will he get one more here?
He's got the press absolutely flying. But Young's going to be in behind with Ferdinand here, and this could be all she wrote. Doesn't even go for goal.
I mean, that is a player who says, I'm just going to hold on and hold this ball in the corner. The
Plus
keeper
two.
came out a long way, though.
I mean, the keeper
+2 is so important.
No.
TEKKZ gives the ball away, and now Young goes straight back into that corner.
Oh, that could be it.
That could be it.
Young now just going to hold on to the ball here. TEKKZ, a little bit of grimace on his face because I think he knows he's not going to get another chance here. Young is going to hold on, and Young is going to...